aboard, welcome aboard, welcome back. This is How Not to Game with Kelly Jack. I'm Kelly Jack, and this is our semi-trans sessions, specifically the sessions regarding the Devil's Towers Fixit 1969 game. Wow, that was the first time I stumbled on that this week. Must be getting better. I'm starting to stutter, trip over my tongue. I'm Kelly Jack. Welcome aboard. Like I said, let's see what we can do today. Actually, the financials are turning out better than I thought by the time September rolled around. Looking at it monthly, I had one bad month 4 months ago. Take that back here, 9, so 8, September, August, July, June, May, April. April turned out a lot better than I thought. May was the negative 53,000, probably the month I was working in. Let's take a peek here and see what we can do. I'm going to unpause the game, and then at the end we're going to do a save, and I may or may not be calling it a day today. Trying to gentle the voice and gentle the lungs back into doing stuff again. Tomorrow we'll try walking. Distances of more than to the bathroom and the kitchen. Now, one of the things I had said that I wanted to get started on was to start building a regional transit system, or a regional tram, or subdivisional tram. And I think we're going to build one right here. And our best bet looks to be Bee for the start. Let's go ahead and grab the tram tools, build our tram. I'm going to kind of do them like this, bring him out. I'm going to swing that into here. And as much as I don't like using this kind of rail, I'm going to keep using it because this is also where we're going to have our tram depot at the oil field. So I got a 1-2, that's all I need for a space. Let's grab a bridge. First things first though, do need to extend that section of rail a little bit. We also need to take and drop in a transformer here. We don't have a transformer here. Well, now that's a total waste. Let's get us a transformer going here, boys. There we go. Make some more money without having to spend much. I mean, yeah. Transformer costs 80 per month versus 6, but at the same time, it's generating money. Now we can get and close out both of these. Do our bridge over. Grab this kind of rail again, and we're going to come up this way. Going to do a race it on in. If we do this right, a little bit of work, just a little bit of work right here. Actually, I can downgrade him and do him as a slope. Bridge across. Grab them rails. Bridge him across the depot. And then snag him into town here. For Rooster's Perch. Now this is where I'm going to get squirrely. This rail costs us $100 and $40 a month to lay. This rail costs us 80.20, and we can still run on it. So that's what we're going to run on in between towns. I think that is a much better option as far as our monthly flow when we're out in the rural area. I like that a lot better. And then if we're smart, we bring this right to here. Then switch back. Kicking in, kicking in. Again, use the tram bridge right beside the road. And we'll do a road bridge here too soon, because that's obvious. That's slowing down things for the buses. Okay, here I've got no problems with doing something like this so that we can eventually put a station here or something. This little stretch here, I kind of want to high speed him before I turn him in right about here. There we go. All right, time to take and get those power lines down onto it. Oops, we got to take and do that stretch. And we said we were going to do that with the rail because it's a little bit cheaper. So we will take and do that rail setup. Yeah, we're going to have to come down there. Same over here. Put it on the cheaper rail. It's not needing to be in a road, so get our depot, power that depot, go back, take out that excess piece of rail. That lets us be already pre-laid, and we can put a road up it, take and try to encourage Pauline B to pull out this way. Ignore all those busy stops for a few minutes while we start getting everything laid out. So far I haven't hit a break. That's a good sign. As far as the rail line, and there we go. We've completed our segment. Now, doing our stations. Go ahead and close out those two so we don't have as much clutter on our screen. And we're going to start with the in-town ones. I kind of want to do one here. Want to do one here because it'll tie into this, so this will become one station between those two. Same thing here, do it as a one station. And then the question is, do I want to add this to pickup or just do it by the bus? I think we'll do this by a pickup. Adding that station may seem redundant, but at the same time, not as worried. Do a two platform station there. Switch back to these longer stations again. I need one here that ties into that one. That's part of one. We're just going to upgrade him. And then down here, I'm going to extend the road that tiny little bit and go ahead and drop a station right there so that it's part of that. And that will give us a pretty good system here. All right, now it's time to take and set up our station route. So we've got him. Let's go ahead and see. We wanted to go with the higher speed and I'm only going to run a single. Well, it does it as a pair, so they both come. So I got to pay the 16 bucks a kilometer. So I don't like that. Sell him. Let's do this guy because I can do him as a single. 70 passengers initially. We can add more vehicles or a second car down the line, whichever we decide to do. I think I'd just do more vehicles and have like 4 single cars running on this thing. Set him up. We're going to run him counterclockwise because I'm a Widdershins kind of guy. Stop there. Stop there. Then as we come into town, you know, we could probably actually use a stop down the road there, but we're not going to worry about it. That's those 3. Nowhere are we going to take and do it as 100%. This is the PBR trolley, intercity trolley. And that will take a little bit to build up some line service, but why didn't he start? Because I forgot to hit start. There we go. Now we can put in some signals along the line. You know, I have to use rail signals on those stretches. Okay, so I do need to use the rail signal type out in the out in the backwoods part. Here I can get away with won't let me place a signal there? No. Okay, so we're having to use the rail signals. Oh, that's because that's a road signal, dummy. Duh. Okay. That makes sense now. I was going to say, I thought I could always use them before. We have a gap. I just caught it. Thank goodness we caught it before it got around to it. That's another reason why it's great to take a look at your signals when you're doing things. Okay. See where that guy's at right now. Wow, he's a pretty quick mover. Let's see how much he's picking up. Well, he's already running about a quarter full, almost a third full. 20 out of 70, yeah, a quarter. Less than a quarter. In town, though, where there's already bus service, so man, part of this is that it will get more crazy as we go along. Let's give a ride along with him. And hopefully this will get these 3 communities growing a little bit more and driving more industry for us to connect into and make some money on. And hopefully that industry won't be laid out in an insane style like we've been dealing with. does seem like there has been a propensity, I should say, for new industries to spawn along existing transit lines right up against them. So now he's running, there's half full. Wow. Is he going to stay half full or are we going to get even fuller? Fuller yet. All right, how much of this is just trying to get to the oil field? 17 of those passengers are headed for the oil field to Junction Oil. And we loaded up to 3/4. Oh, this is going to be. We will see if this makes us money long term. If this thing hits full throttle, we'll add a second train, a second car, and just hope that they maintain separation. Matter of fact, I think I'm just going to speed demon it and see. We're already staying fairly close to full. I am above 3/4. I am willing at that level to spring for another car onto the same line and go. You should not be waiting for clearance. You got signals. And let's see how much this guy picks up. 17 passengers. We got some people waiting to go back via the through the train yard too. So I need to check this train and see what his scheduling is. I think at 50, I'm going to take and lower him down to 33 now for the direct flight. That releases him a little bit faster. And that should get us a little bit better of a setup. So we've got our first intercity trolley running. We've connected up some power to the gas. And our production boost in the past month should have been fairly substantial. Yeah, we went from 1,700 to 2,300 in goods produced. So that will make this guy function more often. And if he's functioning more often, then we're going to need a second train here eventually to service that line. So things we'll be looking at, things we'll be enjoying. Hopefully the benefits of real soon. And we're going to get ourselves a couple of things that'll make life easier here. And it is time to start because this does need to be a little bit faster, thinking about upgrading these rail tracks. But let's see how we do financially at year's end. Let's give it the race. I just want to see what start of 82 is going to look like. One point 1.4 in November, 1.4 for through November, roughly. Maybe 1.5. It might make it higher yet for the whole year. I mean, these are two money making routes that we've added. Wow, 1 point, yeah, 1.5 for November start. I'm betting right around 1.87 to 1.875. So 1.75 million wouldn't be bad. 1.750 million, three quarters, 1 and 3 quarters. And it's already blowing by that. Dear goodness. Could we see 1.9? Theoretically? Whoa. Things just took off spectacularly there. Two. Good grief. We're coming in. December 31st. Slow down. There it is. Stop. 1.93 for the end of the year. So that's a big turnaround from 2 years ago when we were at 800, and even from last year, just barely over a million. So we've almost doubled our prof. Cash flow is, of course, 1.6. That's a really good. We needed to start building up more of that. The margin last year was turn you off. 17.41. Not bad. It's always tough to look at margin because it blows out the scale first week of the month. And because we said we were going to do it, we've lost production of a certain rail car. But that's okay because we do have buy obsolete set up. We're going to save, and this is save 25 in this game for January of 82 now. All right, guys. Also got a new bus. The Jumbo Cruiser bus is available. With it's a dual piece bus too, so you can run it front or back in 3 pieces, actually. So that Jumbo Cruiser is kind of nice, but he's expensive as all get out. I mean, let's just go take a peek at that real fast. Springmouth, there we go. The Jumbo Cruiser. Front is $985. The postage trailer, if you run him, is $1.80. Is a 800, 11,000. So yeah, not cheap to run, but he runs 100 passengers at 100 kilometers an hour, and you can put another guy behind him. So for 13 bucks, you can be moving as many as you can with a train car on road, which might be handy for tourism spots down the road. Anyway, that's going to be this episode. Thanks for watching. I'm Callie Jack. This has been How Not to Game, and have a better day than I'm having. There may be or may not be another episode today.